Hey there, everyone. I'm Around the Wheel, and you're watching Lemmings Plus. And I think we're getting within visual range of our usual 1 to 3 levels a day pace. It's currently a speck on the horizon, but it is a visible speck nonetheless. Let's type in our password here. A lot of alternating letters in this password, but it does get us to where we need to go. Good thing I wrote it down correctly. It is the passcode for level 17 Wimpy, which is no need to worry. This looks more like... Okay, I think we're starting to get into tricky territory finally. I think we're going to have to speed the pacing up a little if we want to get to the more harder... Oh my god. More difficult than Mayhem that Psycho seems to promise. 80 lemmings, 80% to be saved, and a release rate of 1. So yeah, there is certainly no need to worry. We can get a crew going pretty much anytime we want here. So, but we do have to take a few careful steps. That's a pretty hopping song. Dang. Haven't heard that one yet, I don't think. If I'm if I'm correct here. Okay, let's go ahead and make him a climber. Okay, what's he gonna have to do here to achieve? What's he gonna have to do here to achieve and to believe? Okay, well, everybody is currently safe here. So once I get him building, okay, I may need to make him a floater also, but that's a pretty big maybe. Alright, let's get people walking so that we can send another climber in pretty soonish. I think he'll make that drop successfully, right? Whoa, just barely. Wow, but you know, every time I say just barely, you know what that means in the world of lemmings. Doesn't really matter who we make a climber because he can only climb to the right, and so he's gonna be blocking eventually. He's gonna be going to the Interblocking Festival in Virginia. So let's see, let's get him across the way very quickly. Yeah, speed it up, little man. You got places to be. You got places to go and people to give a ride to. You're gonna give people a ride. You're gonna go over the water and through the exit's neck of the woods. Okay, beep, beep, beep. Wow, I like how everything is spaced exactly one bridge apart. This is a very, very, very convenient level. Okay, I think we might be able to. I think we might be able to call it quits on the blocker at this point. I don't think I'm being premature here, but, okay, yeah, I don't want to blow my wad too soon there, but I think we've pretty much got it, right? Okay, yeah, and then we'll have to build... What the heck, dude? What the heck? That is not supposed to be a trigger point. Okay, well then let's press R, I guess. And let's skip way ahead. Make sure we got it going good here. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's build way over this time. I guess we have to give ourselves an extremely wide berth when it comes to this exit. Now I am starting to worry, actually, believe it or not. But I think as long as I go over enough... Wow. Yeah, the crystal tile set has a much bigger exit trigger than I was anticipating. It's definitely... Oh, wow. And just enough height, too, to make it work. Okay, so... Might end up... Oh, gosh. I may have needed to... Okay, are we going to be at a similar height here? I think we might want to fudge this a little. I think we might want to go just a teensy-weensy bit higher. So that when he bashes out... Okay, and we're going to need to fix that, too, because I didn't anticipate patching up that hole so well. There is plenty of need to worry in this level, actually. This level is very glib about the need to worry. Alright, well then let's get going. We still have plenty of time. There's really, ultimately, in the end, nothing to actually worry about. So, if we can get a front guy chopping here, that should put everybody through. Yeah, okay, very good. Okay, and now we can blow up our oh-knower, and we can get climber to the exit. Man, a lot more infrastructure went into that level than I was anticipating. Okay, but still easy. But yeah, exactly. Dead on observation by yours truly, if you don't mind me saying so. More on the tricky side, definitely. Down the wall. We got to make it down the wall. And something tells me, given levels like this that have appeared in Moby Limbs, that we are going to be sans floaters in this particular instance. I was going to say in this particular instant, but probably in the instance to come. 50 lemmings, 90% to be saved, and again a release rate of 1, so at least they're going easy in that aspect, and this is still the wimpy rating, so my heart is not stricken that much with fear. Hey, how about that? No floaters. I was correct. But, we have everything else we need, so this is still pretty easy. We can just kind of dig down the way here. Should be able to bash through here and keep everybody ultra safe. Oh yeah, this is nothing to worry about at all whatsoever. We can just kind of go in. Oh yeah, we can do what we need to do. We can use a digger. We can make steps. We can weave baskets. We can do arts and crafts. It'll just be a fun old-fashioned family Christmas. So let's go ahead and bash to the right some more to make a steppy. Yep, and let's go ahead and, yeah, that's a good step right there. That is a good step to victory. Everybody just pile on in. We're going to get nice and cozy. We're going to get to know each other. All right, go ahead and go, mon frere. You did it. All right. The brick levels so far, usually the brick levels, I find them kind of intimidating because the right angles make for some very precise solutions, but I don't guess I need to be worried just yet. Level 19, let's kick it into high gear while we have the opportunity. Whether you limit or not, take it to the limit. 50 lemmings, 80% to be saved. And, well, which way are the arrows going, I guess? Those look like polka dots up there on the mini-map, but we know better. We, as lemmings saviors in training, know better. We know that those are arrows, and they're going to the left. I figured as much. This should not be difficult, however. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, this is just a little... I do like the architecture of it. For such a very simple-looking level, it is pretty nifty, believe it or not. I'm going to go ahead and... okay, let's go ahead and... I don't think we need to block anybody in. This is going to be a little bit tricksome. Okay, when do I want to send a guy over the top is my question. Probably about the time that I send a guy... Probably about the time that I have him start building to turn himself around. I will have to do that with each okay. Alright, we can send another guy over at this point, and he can build to turn himself around. And then he's going to bash. There we go. And then the other guy, as soon as he gets down, I think we're actually... I was just going to dig straight where I was, but... Well, I guess I could still do that and make him, Nah, we'll make this easier on everybody. Okay. I guess he'll just have to die. I guess theoretically we could save him and get the 100% we need. No, wrong thing. Oh, you are actually kind of terrible at what you do, turns out. Oh, hey, cool. That was the little bit of oomph they needed. Very good. Okay, so... Okay. Stop. Okay, yeah. Alright, you're going to be the savior of the universe. And you are just going to, I guess, climb off into oblivion is what you're going to do. And I guess we better raise our release rate. I wasn't even thinking about that. This is a much messier level than I actually thought it might be. Huh. There's quite the opportunity for failure if you're not careful enough, which I guess is kind of a hallmark of a tricky level, come to think of it. So yes, I can stop saying that we're kind of getting close to tricky and say that we're firmly in that kind of territory. Finally, this game is taking a much slower tack than the original Lemmings did. Maybe towards the end of Wimpy, we'll start seeing some stuff that really tests our limits a little. A snowplow would be handy. Just like a magician would have been handy. Now, a snowplow would be handy. Well, we could go to the left, I guess, there. There is a humongous snowdrift. Man, we definitely got snowed in today. 9 minutes to accomplish getting down into that little nook there. This should not be difficult, depending on what we do and don't have. And there's nothing we don't have, so I'm just going to... Yeah, I'm just going to take this... I'm just going to take this time to ask you to donate generously to the United Way. Let's go ahead and dig down. Okay, once again, we definitely want to make steps. Actually, I guess what we could do is just mine down really far. And then, why don't we give it another bit of time here? So that way we can go straight on over to the right with a basher. Okay, let's go ahead and build. There we go. Okay, I don't think you can bash through an incline. Okay, you can only do that in Lim Mini. You can't bash through an incline, through a mined incline in Lim Mini. But you can in DOS, so that is useful to know. And it makes a pretty nice and wide little... Okay, yeah, this is not going to be anything even close to like a chicken wing. So we got this going on, you got your bashing going on, and pretty soon we're going to have our building going on. We have an itinerary, and by gum, we're going to stick to it. Okay, so... Okay, you should be finishing that first bridge. Let's try to stretch them out a little. I'm starting to get a little wary. Think I may not have come in from low enough. If I can hit my head a few times, I can kind of... If he turns around a few times, or has to, that's okay, I suppose. Can kind of fudge it. Oh, yes, that especially helps right there. This should do it. If he turns around, I can kind of make him just turn around again. There we go, that's perfect. That will get them down into the log cabin safely. Last one in gets fired. Don't be the last one in, Lemmy. Okay, well, let's just have them walk their nice little tunnel. There we go. That's perfect. That gets us more than our 90% that we needed. That was, man, a snowplow would have been much less handy than a magician, I gotta tell you that. Although I do hope a blank would be handy becomes a recurring theme. That'll be fun if that becomes the case. Let's move on. One step at a time. Oh, a level where we finally have to save all of the lemmings in multiple Oh my. Boy, we have a long way to walk for 6 minutes. How do we do that? 30 lemmings, 100% to be saved. I'm thinking, judging by the layout, it doesn't look super intense or complicated. I do see an arrow wall there, right about smack dab in the middle. But I think we might be able to send a guy ahead. And I think what's going to happen, judging by the look of it, is we might have to patch bridges at certain junctures, maybe. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but... allow me to lubricate real quick. Okay, why don't we just take it one day at a time here? One step at a time, as the title said. No, we got a little bit of everything. Great. Okay, well, that means we can probably set this up in a way. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to send them out fairly early on. We're going to want to go over the top for sure. I think going over the top might be the way to do this, but we can definitely set a digger trap, I think. Let's go ahead and do that right off the bat. I think that'll send a guy... Okay, yeah, okay, good. And we'll make him an athlete, too. This looks kind of like... I don't know, this somehow looks kind of like a very crazy expansion of only floaters can survive this. Okay, so I think he's got enough leeway to build and not let people out, so we're good to go now. Okay, so now it's just a matter of... structurally making it work. No. What do you think you're doing? I didn't want to waste a builder that early on, but I will do what I must to preserve the lives of my lemmings. I'll do what I gotta. Okay, so 30 are out. That's good. Okay, so now what we want to do is gotta seal them off from the rope trap down here on the ground. Okay, so they're gonna go up through the steps. Yeah, as long as I continue to take the super high road, then I think that ought to be fine. And I'm going to want to send them out probably a little bit prematurely. Now we're using the thick triple width steps here from Save Me. There seem to be a lot of little homages in this level. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my brain grafting things onto there that maybe aren't totally 100% intentional. Okay, that was a bit of an early bash, but I was getting a little iffy on it. Okay, so we're going to may want to dig a little. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to be on the ball with our athlete here. Okay, yeah. We've got enough bashers to handle this. So, we're going to want to use bashers, I think, where possible. And I think this drop that he's coming up on after this hump, I think that is a safe drop. Okay, good. Okay, I judged correctly. My eyes do deceive me from time to time, but okay, we want to dig here, I think. We want to dig ever so slightly. That may have been a bit far back. Nah, that's fine. Okay, so now I think we want to get... Okay, we want to get somebody walking to the right digging. Okay, yeah, so now they're going to go a bit lower. I think I'm giving him the correct amount of time to work. Okay, we do not want to run into the needle trap. Not at all. I think this will give us enough room to go straight over it. And now I can allow my digger to mine down. Okay, he's going the correct direction as I gathered he would. Very good. Okay, so now this should be victory. No. I kind of figured he would turn around if I hit the top. In Lim Mini, they just keep on going forward if they hit the invisible ceiling. But, yeah, okay, in DOS Lemmings, they turn around, though. That's going to be useful to remember. Now, they're all going up his prescribed path. He's going to yippee at any minute here. Okay, yes, we got our 100% in the hole. That's good enough for me. Okay, so let's go ahead. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call this the stopping point for today. I think the levels might be starting to get a little bit longer and more complicated as we begin to close out Wimpy. So I don't really want to run up the clock, so to speak. And I don't want us to spend too much time here flibberty-gibbeting about things that, are actually taking longer than maybe they should. So maybe I'm being a bit conservative, but I think we're going to stop there for today. Oh, wow. Of all the places for a perfect writing utensil to be. The floor. How about that? Well, actually, that sounds like par for the course for me, because I am a slob. GVG. FCK. The password I'll remember for the rest of my life, because I have the brain of an 11-year-old boy. Oh my goodness. Well, I will see you guys next time. I don't think we're going to get to close out Wimpy, but you never know. This game definitely has its ups and its downs, its crests and its troughs, its ebbs and its flows, its heavens and its hells. Literally, there are some hell levels, because, vanilla Lemmings tile sets and whatnot. Anyway...